State of Michigan versus Ulysses Ant, 241132. And Detective, your name for the record, please.
Detective Devin Geiger, Wyandotte Police Department.
All right, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear from the testimony about to give this matter the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, thank you, and you may proceed on the warrant.
On August 4th, 2024, approximately 1 in the morning, Officer Jonathan Rasmussen was patrolling the area of Biddle and Ford Avenue when he observed a red Honda Odyssey traveling northbound Biddle. He noted that the vehicle did not have their rear lights illuminating, and he conducted a traffic stop near Biddle and Clark. At that moment, he made contact with the operator of the vehicle, Ulysses Ant, and informed him for the reason of the stop. Mr. Ant was cooperative and admitted that he did not have his lights on, and stated that he and his passenger were coming from a bar. He reported that he was not drinking. The officer asked Mr. Ant if there was any weapons in the vehicle, which Mr. Ant admitted that there was. Stated that in motion towards the driver's side door panel where the gun was kept and located. Officer Rasmussen removed the weapon to secure it for officer safety purposes. The weapon is registered to Mr. Ant and reported that he does not have a valid CPL. At that point, he was just arrested for possession of a felony firearm or carrying concealed.
All right, the court will note that upon examination of the plaintiff witness, there's probable cause belief that the crime is committed, and whether the crime is committed, probable cause belief exists to charge the defendant with that crime. And counsel, your appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christopher Shemke, appearing on behalf of my client. This time we consent to the matter being heard via Zoom.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Ant, your name for the record, please.
My name is Ulysses Ante, Your Honor.
Ante, I apologize. All right, and counsel, as to the arraignment.
Wait formal reading. My client stands mute.
All right, the court will wait for formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty for purpose of the arraignment. And so you do have the right to have an attorney if you cannot afford one. The court will appoint one to represent you. And in fact, you've had an opportunity to speak with an attorney today, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You also have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have a trial by a judge or by a jury. And you also have the right to remain silent. Anything you say orally or in writing may be used against you in court. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
Okay. And the court's going to schedule this matter for a probable cause conference. I'm just confirming the date of the probable cause conference. I believe it's going to be August 16th at the 28th District Court, but I will confirm in just a few moments. And as to bond counsel.
Your Honor, my client's not on probation or parole, no priors. He's 22 years old. He lives with his parents in Detroit. He graduated high school in 2019. He is gainfully employed working at Rotunda Construction. Judge, he did legally purchase this handgun. I don't want to get into the specifics of the case, but at one point he did take a CPL class. However, after completing it, he failed to submit his certification. I anticipate this matter finding resolution at a later court date. I don't believe he's a flight risk. I would be respectfully requesting consideration for a personal bond. Thank you, Judge.
Okay. And Mr. Ante, where is it you work?
I work at a construction company, ma'am, and in Farmington Hills.
Okay. And how long have you worked there, sir?
You said what, ma'am?
How long have you worked there?
I've been there for 2 work seasons. So about, I'd say like a little bit under 2 years.
Okay. All right. And Detective Geiger, as to bond.
I don't object to what Mr. Shemke suggested. The weapon is registered to him. He has no criminal history. He was cooperative, and to my knowledge, was good during his stay here. I have no problem. I do not object to a personal bond for him.
Okay. Mr. Shemke, since we're going to, this court will order a personal bond as it relates to Mr. Ante. Is there any objection? Would, you be willing to waive the probable cause conference being held on August 15th and have it set for August 22nd based upon, many judges, unavailability due to a conference?
Your Honor, just to articulate, sir, you understand that because you're being arraigned today, you have a certain time parameter to be able to be held for a preliminary exam. That's to make sure that your speedy right trials are being utilized. However, in this circumstance, the judge is going to be inclined to give you what's called a personal bond, which means that you don't have to post any money to get out of custody. So you will be released today. That being said, it is my opinion as your attorney for today's proceedings that you should have no objection to waiving the time provisions, because it's going to convene with the court schedule, as well as have no significant impact on you because you will not be in custody. Do you understand, and do you agree to waiving the time provisions so that the court date can be scheduled at a later date?
Yeah, I understand.
Do you understand, yes or no? And I'm sorry, do you agree? Are you allowing this to happen, yes or no?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. All right, and, the court does appreciate your, cooperation in that regard, sir. The court's going to order a $10,000 personal bond. The court's going to schedule this matter for probable cause conference on August 22nd.
8:45.
At 8:45 a.m. And at this point, sir, you're not to possess or have access to any firearms or any weapons. Do you have any further weapons at home, sir?
No, ma'am. I just had that weapon. That was my only weapon.
Okay. All right. And so the court has signed a petition order of court appointing attorney for felony matters, as well as, noted that you, waived your time on the record, and then we'll see you back on August 22nd, or at 8:45 a.m. You'll get a copy of your bond conditions, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Have a good day. Was Mr. 1131. And Detective, you are still under oath. Your name for the record, please.
Detective Devin Geiger, Wyandotte Police Department.
All right, thank you, and you may proceed on the complaint warrant.
On August 5th, 2024, approximately 1:40 in the morning, Officer Kyle Cox was patrolling the area of Goddard and 7th Street when he observed a male, later identified as Jeffrey Wright, riding a black moped traveling eastbound Goddard in front of him. The moped did not have a light illuminating the registration sticker, which caused it not to be visible to the officer's view. He activated his lights and effected a traffic stop. There he made contact with Mr. Wright. And during his conversation with Mr. Wright, he asked for a consent search of his person, which he did. Mr. Wright had a bundle of chore boy and narcotic paraphernalia in his one pocket, including 6 individually packaged bags containing a white rock-like substance, which was subsequently field tested positive for crack cocaine. He also on his person had $2,662 and hidden in his right sock. He's also currently suspended not to be able to operate a motor vehicle, and that is it, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Upon examination of any witness that find the offense charged with cause of defendant committed those offenses. All right, Mr. Shemke, your appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christopher Shemke, appearing on behalf of my clients, timely consent to the matter being heard via Zoom.
All right, Mr. Wright, your name for the record, please.
Jeffrey Wright,
Have you been here before, sir?
excuse me?
Have you been in this court before, sir?
Oh, no, I haven't.
You're not? Okay. All right, and counsel, as to the arraignment.
Waive formal reading. My client stands mute.
All right, the court will waive the formal reading. Sir, you have the right to have an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the court will appoint one to represent you. And in fact, you've had the opportunity to speak to an attorney today. Is that correct?
Yes,
You also, sir, have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have a trial by a judge or by a jury. You also have the right to remain silent. Anything you say orally or in writing may be used against you in court. Do you understand those rights, sir?
yes, I do.
All right, the court's going to enter plea not guilty on your behalf, and, we will set the probable cause conference in just a couple moments. Counsel, as to bond.
Your Honor, although my client does have prior arrests, he has no convictions on his record. He's 60 years old. He just recently moved to to Wyandotte from Detroit. He's living with a family member. He's a strong family support system. It's my understanding that he was driving on a moped. He didn't realize that he needed a license, although ignorance, I understand, it's not an excuse. He does have limited income. He has SSD that he has because of disabilities, which include but not limited to a bad back, diabetes, dislocated shoulder, and Crohn's disease. I understand that he was arrested with money on his person. He indicates that's not related to drugs or anything illegal. I respectfully request any leniency when determining appropriate bond to allow my client to potentially get out of custody. Thank you, Judge.
All right, sir, how long have you lived in Wyandotte? Because I have a Lincoln Park address for you.
I just moved here, Friday. And we just got the moped Saturday.
Okay, and do you have an apartment number, sir, or is that your address?
That's apartment 6, ma'am.
Okay,
It's just down the street.
okay, and sir, if you were to test today, what's in your system?
Excuse me?
If you were to test today, sir, what is in your system?
I got me on a methadone and I did 1 crack rock, so I smoked, so there probably wouldn't be not much enough.
Okay, and sir, do you carry a wallet with you?
Yes, I do. They got it in, custody.
Okay. So, and you don't work?
No, I don't. I'm disabled.
Well, you sure had a lot of money in your shoe, it's alleged, but.
I've been saving to get an apartment where I'm at right now, but I'm waiting for somebody to move out. I moved in with my aunt, my cousin right now until an apartment opens right next door.
Okay, well,
I had a heroin habit near, a while back, and I got it off the vet. And that's what I've been at a rehab facility in Detroit.
okay, well, sir, there's some serious concerns this court has regarding your, relapse, with a different drug now. So, you're not on probation or parole anymore, sir?
Oh, no, no.
Have you ever failed to appear in court?
No,
And do you have any other pending cases, sir?
excuse me?
Do you have any other cases that are pending at other courts?
No.
Okay, Detective Esteban.
Just to assure his presence in court, $250 to $500, and not to operate a motor vehicle, no illegal drugs.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Wright, do you have $250 you can post for bond?
But I just have what I just used, what I had on me is all I have on me.
Okay, well, okay, so, I don't know that you can utilize any of that money that was seized. I'm not sure if they're looking to forfeit that money or not, I don't know, Detective?
At this time, the officers did submit paperwork for forfeiture.
Okay, and so, Mr. Wright, can you contact your aunt that you moved in with to see if she can help you with that $250?
Not right now. I don't believe so. I can make a call and see. I got like $150 in change at the house. I know that.
Okay, here's what the court's going to do. The court's going to order a $1,500 10% bond.
Okay.
And the event includes bond, sir, you are to not possess or consume any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed. And you are to submit to random testing. Counsel, based upon the likelihood that your client's going to be posting bond, do you have any objection to waiving time for his probable cause conference to be on August 22nd?
I have, I mean, I'm not sure, did he give the indication he will be able to post $150?
He said he had that laying around at home, he'd have to call his aunt.
Sir, if you are 100% convinced that you will be able to make that post, then in this circumstance, you'd be out of custody. The court's wondering or inquiring if you're willing to have a separate date, because right now there's a docket date that would put it within the time provisions allowed for you to have a hearing. However, if you're successfully able to post bond, then you won't be in custody and that will not be an issue. Do you have any issue having an alternative date which will go beyond the original time constraint? Yes or no?
Yes, I can post $150. I just gotta go get the change.
Good. So you understand the court's asking if they're willing to have your next court date going to be on August 22nd opposed to the 15th. Is that okay with you? Do you understand?
Yeah, that's okay.
No
I'm
objection.
gonna get behind you.
Okay, all right, thank you, the court does appreciate your cooperation in that matter. And so then your probable cause conference will be August 22nd, sir,
9:15.
at 9:15 a.m. You will get a copy of your bond conditions, sir, as well, and you'll have an opportunity to contact your aunt to get that bond money brought up here, okay? All right, anything else?
No, you aren't.
All right. And sir, upon your release, you need to report to probation so they can give you your information regarding your testing, okay?
Yes.
Yes,
You'll get a copy of that paperwork as well, it'll tell you, sir, to report to probation when you're done, okay?
Okay.
All right, anything else?
No, you aren't.